I don't know if this video is a good idea or not. Um, it's a little crazy. I'm working with Sheldon's old computer here, and there's going to be a series of videos, I think, on Sheldon's old and new laptop computers and a playlist. I think that's what YouTube calls it. That they'll be set up so that you can go through all of them. But what I'm working on right now is Zoom on his old computer. Now, we're intending to replace his old laptop with a new laptop, and I've learned from him during this process what the deficiencies are about the old laptop, and I think I'm going to wind up showing some ways to fix those deficiencies with the old laptop without actually replacing it, but still I think we're going to wind up concluding it's a good idea to replace it. However, at the stage we're at now, it's quite possible that we might change course, but I doubt it. So anyway, because these topics would be useful to other people, and this is just a terrific opportunity to show these distinguishing characteristics or fixes, I'm going to do it this way. So this video is about the integrated webcam versus a USB connected webcam and the differences there. One of the problems Sheldon told me he has with the old laptop is that when he's in a video session with somebody, his video just kind of looks kind of smoky or not clear or just doesn't look very good. So that's one of the reasons that was behind the motivation to getting a new laptop. But that probably wasn't required to fix that problem. That problem could have been fixed with the old laptop. So I'm going to demonstrate that here. Here's what I have set up. Here's his old laptop. There's his new laptop, but we're not dealing with that in this video. So I've got this laptop connected to my capture device through this cable right here. So I can punch this button over here, and now you're seeing the image directly from his computer. And I'll point out the image on the left, which is my Zoom camera, is kind of washed out. It's kind of over bright. But when I show you the Zoom image on my computer, which that image is now on the right, the white balance looks fine. The exposure looks fine. So that's just a difference with how my capture device shows the image, because when I'm over here showing Sheldon's computer, the image that you're seeing on the left, it looks kind of too bright. Well, on his laptop, that image looks just fine, and I think I can show that to you maybe on this camera. Yeah, this image here that looked too bright to you looks just fine to me in real life sitting in front of that, in front of the laptop. So that was just a method of me pointing out that difference. Now let's come back here to the Zoom meeting. The image that you see on the left right now is Sheldon's image as it appears on my computer from my Zoom window, and you can see it looks kind of hazy, almost like there's a fog in the room. Now, of course, I'm looking at my own Zoom camera now, so on his computer, it doesn't look like I'm looking at the camera. If I come over here and look at his camera, then you do feel that I'm looking at his camera. Now, that is the built-in camera, the integrated camera on his laptop, and I'm going to show you over here. It's not this one. That's not what you're seeing. What you're seeing right now is this camera down here. As I point my finger to it, you can see on the right hand side of his laptop screen where I'm blocking that image. That camera is way down here by the keyboard, which is a horrible place for a camera to be. So let's come back to here. So, for instance, I'm a real big pet peeve of mine is that cameras, when you're in a Zoom session, should be at eye level. So the image that you're seeing on your left right now, it looks like you're looking up at me. Well, indeed you are, because that camera's down by the keyboard. But if I lift the laptop up off of that box and put it at a level where I can look straight into the lens of that camera, like right here, the problem with that is that the keyboard's right there. So if I pull the laptop down to give me a proper amount of headroom, well, now you're actually seeing the keyboard. So that's not good for anybody. Now, let's see what happens when I switch to the webcam. I'll show you here how I'm going to do that. It's really easy to connect an external webcam. Here I have the USB cable for that webcam that's sitting on top of the laptop display screen. So I'll plug it into a USB port over here. Now Zoom doesn't automatically switch to that view, and you can tell that by watching this side right here. But I can go to the video menu down here in the bottom left to make a change. And I'm going to show you that over here. So now I'm showing you my capture device image from his laptop. Let me figure out which the right mouse here. Okay, so then if I come down here to the video menu and click on this arrow right here, it'll pop up a menu. And now there's two choices for webcams. The HD Pro webcam choice was not there until I plugged that in. So now when I click on that, you're going to see the image change to the Logitech webcam. So that's a much better picture. You can see every wrinkle and freckle on my face there. Maybe we should switch back. And now it's real easy for me to put that webcam at eye level to where I can look straight across into that lens, and it's at eye level. So you're not looking at my ceiling the way you were with the other one. You're not looking up my nose. You're not looking at the underside of my neck. This is the way any video conferencing really ought to be, where you're at eye level. So you probably noticed that I've got this box sitting here in order to raise the webcam a little bit. Ideally, I should have it up about this level. And then the lid can be pulled forward, and it's not going to show the keyboard. Okay? So that's really all I was after in this video. Let's get back to which one do I want to show. This is driving me nuts, sitting here looking at 4 images of myself. Well, when I have the button on the Zoom conference, I'm seeing 2 of me over here as well. Yeah, it's time to end this video. But anyway, all I'm pointing out there is the difference between a built-in webcam and an external webcam. And I suppose another piece I might show you about that is over here. Let's see, no, over this button. On Dell's website, I looked at the specifications for this computer, and when I come down here to camera, it tells me that built-in camera is 1280 by 720 HD high density at 30 frames per second. Well, this Logitech is 1080p. And I'm zoning on what the top number is, but this 720, if you just put 1080 there, that is, let's see, I think it's 1920 by 1080 is the way that works. So it is a higher resolution, but still, even at that, I'm surprised this 1280 by 720 looks as bad as it does. And that just reminded me, there's another thing I was considering doing. If I switch this menu back I'm back on Sheldon's computer. If I go to this video menu and change back to the integrated webcam, I was contemplating, I wonder how much that lens might just clean up. So here what I've got is just an eyeglass cleaner and microfiber cloth. Spray a little bit on there. I'm going to go right down to that camera lens, because we never discussed that as an option, and see if that improves it. You know what? I think it did. Did it? I think it did. I won't know for sure until I go back and look at the video. But here, if I switch back to the Logitech, let me switch back on the video recording to my Zoom meeting. That still looks a little smoky on the left. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad on Sheldon's computer, but it still looks a little hazy. Okay, so back to trying to wrap up this video and call that a wrap. The main focus of my YouTube channel is to provide free computer support to people over Zoom sessions and remote connections to their computers. If you'd like to request a session, send an email to me, DougBetts@LiveWindowsTraining.com. That's on your screen right now. Give me an idea what you'd like to have help with, and we'll put it together. So I hope this video has been useful to you. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.